SMT Nation, we back. In today's video, we're going to be testing FirstNet as a crutch during a time of crisis, I suppose. I know for some people it's probably a big deal. Your home internet goes out and you don't know what to do with yourself. You might have been in the middle of a movie, you're watching TV, and you got to come up with a solution possibly. All right, it happened to me. My AT&T fiber went down for about an hour. I tested the same type of testing with Verizon, and I got a video of that, and I'll link that here in the description or down somewhere here for you guys to check out. Doing the same here with FirstNet by AT&T. All right, so the device on the right is the one that's holding the connection. The one on the left is tethering, kind of being a hotspot here, or receiving the hotspot. So it's the iPhone 12 Pro that's doing the connection, that's providing the hotspot, and then you've got the 13 Pro connecting to it, and then you also have the TV running, and you saw the iPad, that one's also connected. You guys will see it there, 138 down, 4 megabits up. This is on LTE FirstNet, and everything seems to be running pretty fine. On device, the speeds are a little bit better, coming in at about 150 megabits per second for the downlink, and then on the uplink, it's right around 3-ish, so very similar to what we saw with the hotspotting there. I think it's serviceable. I kind of said the same thing about Verizon when I tested it. You know, you got to think about the expectations under the situation. Does it provide a little bit of usage, you know, in the real world scenario? I'm going to go ahead and do the TV connection. Let me go ahead and set that up here. You guys can see me doing that on the video portion of this video. And I'm going to run some YouTube Live. That'll be the 1080p video. And then we're also going to be running some Disney Plus, which a lot of that content's 4K. So that'll be a much more demanding task. We'll see if that holds up. I just want to see if I'm going to get some buffering. I'm going to see if I'm going to get some, you know, speed throttling or data management or some bottoming out or whatever. But you'll see that things are pretty steady here. Here's some 1080p video on the TV connected to the SMT network. You guys saw that for the iPhone. And it's working pretty nicely. I actually, throughout the duration of this video, you guys can watch the playback to see if it's continuous. There's no buffering, there's no lagging, there's no stutters. The apps run fine, plenty of capacity and throughput, not really an issue. And so the YouTube Live was 1080p video, and that's live TV. And then you've got, like, say for example, you watch like a Marvel movie. All right, they got shows on Disney Plus. They're 4K video movies, 4K, great. You know, technology, you know, when you think about all these awesome tools that we have now at our disposal, high resolution video playback and such, makes it really enjoyable. You know, you get high fidelity sound, all these things. You need capacity, you need throughput. And it's kind of cool that even with your network kind of going down, you could still, you know, have your cellular network kind of supporting you temporarily. I don't know if this is viable long term. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far. But if you're in a bind and you got to connect 1, 2, or maybe even 3 devices, I see that the FirstNet can hold up just fine. And, you know, with FirstNet, you get preemption, you get priority, QCI access. So you're, you know, as long as the capacity is there on the tower site, you should be able to kind of do what you got to do. All right. All right. Now I'm doing some speed testing simultaneously while the TV is running on the 4K video streaming on Disney Plus, just to see, you know, if we can get it to buffer, maybe if we can get the video playback to be disrupted in some way. Not really able to do it, folks. So I was speed testing the on-device data while the TV is running, no issues. And here I am testing the second device that's connected to the hotspot. That's the iPhone 13 Pro. No problem. We're getting over 100 megabits per second on the downlink. The video playback, undisrupted, working fine. Uplink seems to be the limiting factor here, right? There's just not much there. Typically, on the main level of the house, the SMT HQ, I'm getting like 8, 10 megabits per second. So that's going to be your limitation. And I don't have access to 5G Plus on FirstNet yet. That still has yet to be certified and approved. Once that happens, we'll be getting, you know, 5G Plus here on FirstNet. That'd be another thing to kind of test to see how that is. But right now it's just LTE because I would be losing some carrier aggregation if I was running the 5G DSS, which is on N2 shared between LTE and 5G. You know, I'd probably be losing like maybe 30 or 40% throughput. So instead of getting like 100 plus megabits, I might be getting like 60 or something like that. 65, 70 if it's good. But you'll see here, speeds are plenty good. There's lots to go, lots of headroom, and the show is running flawlessly. One of the other things I like to do in my testing is run phone connections simultaneously while hotspotting and tethering. So I got the fast.com test, checking video playback on the Netflix servers. Pretty taxing, right, for this task. And we're going to run both phones at the same time, plus the TV running in the background. And I got no buffer. I was not able to get it to buffer whatsoever. It just continuously kept on playing without any disruptions. And that's the goal. I think that's what you want to see with these connections. Are you able to continue to do what you want to do when you want to do it? So 56 down on the tethered device, and the one doing the tethering, 69 down. And then the TV keeps going. Looks good to me, folks. I don't really see much of an issue there. There was one more thing I wanted to test. I wanted to test the NPerf and to see what the browsing and what the video, the different resolution tests. It's kind of a nice tool. I don't know if you guys use NPerf. I like it as a benchmarking because it'll run the download speed test, the uplink. It'll do a latency test. I don't really follow the latency too much, only because of the server situation. I think it's less than ideal. But I do like to see the endpoint score for like a quality connection. I like to look at the browsing and the video playback scores. And it's nice just to give you a snapshot of what your connection quality is like and how this particular test kind of indicates that. The one thing I don't like is in the browsing test, they use the zoom page, and that one is atrocious. It literally can cause like these tests to time out, and it just totally destroys the browsing scores. I don't know why. I have no clue what is going on there. Things are looking good here, folks. You will see that the one test did disrupt there on the left on the phone, the 13 Pro, that was receiving the hotspot. But 86 down, and we got like 1 megabit up. 78% on the browsing. We're in the 90s. Was it on the NPerf browse video streaming? Right, about 90%. Pretty good stuff, right? What do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys think of the testing. Tell me how would you rate it? Good, fair, plenty. Would you have expected more, less? I don't know. Looks good to me, but you guys comment down below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more. Turn on that bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Links are in the description for my Twitter handle and all things going on with the channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon on the next video. Peace.